Thanks, Max. I'm gonna have lunch with somebody, and I tell you, this woman is gonna insist that I have at least one Spanish wine with her.
Really, she wouldn't happen to be a nun, would she? Maybe you can introduce me.
You're never gonna let me forget the fact that I wouldn't tell you about Maggie, are you?
Well, gee, Cord, old buddy, since you just stood by and watched me make an absolute jerk out of myself.
Come on, man. She swore me to secrecy. I kept telling her that she should tell you about becoming a nun.
Well, she finally did.
Well, there you go. Good, right?
Good, yeah. Felt about the same as when she hit me in the face with a pie.
No, I haven't set a goal for seeing Daddy, dearest. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Can we go somewhere else for lunch, please?
Well, don't worry about it. I mean, everything will be fine. Okay. And have a good time. Bye-bye.
Well, the kids are finished with their ice skating lesson, and Jamie's mom is bringing them home from dance lessons. So, what? Bad news?
No. Kevin's on his way home from Ireland with Beau. Clint said that he's going to meet him at the airport.
Oh, good. And?
Nothing. He actually called to say that George Coleman was going to be filling in as editor for a little while Clint is away just, for a few days. He's taking a little vacation with Carlotta Vega.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, you poor thing. You must be crushed. Oh, you must be absolutely devastated.
And you never quit, do you, Kev?
Just trying to get this next article finished.
It's quite a story, huh?
Reads like a Tom Clancy novel. A terrorist attempt on Lord Crow's life right in Landview. Definite proof that Todd Manning was murdered. That poisoning of Inspector Bass, who also happens to be the only person left who can identify this Poseidon character.
Yeah, but Poseidon is still out there. So this case is a long way from being closed.
Hey, Uncle Bo. You'll get him.
Not today. Today, all I want to do is get home and see Nora and start trying to get to know my son, Drew.
You sure I can get you to eat something? It'll help calm you down.
Nothing is going to calm me down unless someone tells me that they found Rachel. Oh, God, I'm sorry, Drew. I know you're trying to help, and I really appreciate it. Oh, God, please be Rachel.
Nora, Hank put out an APB on Rachel. We know where she is?
Oh, my God, come in.
Mrs. Manning back here before she went back to the States. She wanted to see where her husband died. Somehow put an end to it for herself,
Yes, I do. Let's hope it helps the poor girl.
This is where Todd and I sat and shared a beer. So this opens up, and he helped me hide in there and played a dumb tourist for Ivers and Maxwell when they were coming after me.
Thank you for doing this.
I hope it helps you. Mrs. Manning, I know you're still hoping that I'm coming back to Landview with you and to help Bo Buchanan find your husband's murderers, but I hope you understand now that you've been here in Ireland, that this is my home. This is where my roots are.
I understand. Really, I do. I know that
For you to go back to Llanview would be very painful for you. I mean, look, I understand better than anyone how important it is not to have that kind of pain in your life, all the loneliness, emptiness, day after day. So, really, don't worry. I am not going to try to talk you into or pressure you into coming back to Llanview. All of that is over. Like so many other things.
Lovely.
Yes.
I wasn't referring to the music.
You must feel so awful.
Well, no, Tina. No, I mean, I don't really. You know, Clint wants to take a vacation with Carlotta Vega. That's his business. We're long divorced.
Yeah, but it's still Clint.
Hey, honey, I am Sloan Carpenter's widow, remember? Clint can take trips with anyone he likes.
Now, Vicki, normally I would probably take your word for it, but you know how hard I've been working in therapy. I can tell what's wrong. When you study therapy long enough, you get to know. See, I think you're repressing the fact that you want to be the one taking the vacation with Clint.
What?
Yes. I mean, it's true. Well, look. You're wearing a turquoise necklace. That stands for Carlotta Vega's Mexican heritage.
She's not Mexican. She's Puerto Rican.
Well. Oh. Look at this. You even got the suitcase out. Vicki, that's a telltale sign if ever I saw one. Oh, Vicki, just open up. Just admit it, why don't you? Please, let your feelings out. You want to be the one traveling with Clint, don't you?
Honey, I got the suitcase out because I have to pack it. I'm going to Washington to interview Hillary Clinton, remember?
Well, you may think that's why you're going, but there's a deeper meaning, Vicki, believe me. You know what? I think you should bring this up with Susanna the next time you have a therapy session.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Good. Oh, it just feels so good to be able to help. Oh. Like, do you want to have lunch together? Kevin won't be home for a while, right?
No, actually he won't. And I don't have that much to do, sure.
Oh, good. Good, then it's settled. Look, let's face it, we're single. It's probably going to stay that way for a while. We've got to start living for ourselves.
Living for myself. I'm not sure I know how to do that. I'm not sure I want to learn.
If I hadn't been arrested, I probably would have gotten a clear shot of whoever the hell it is we're looking for.
Well, that's a guy that fascinates me right there, this guy. It's obvious he didn't want his picture taken. It's kind of a distinctive ring, too. Look at that. Red and green.
Hey, how much pressure did you put on Grandpa to tell you who this Poseidon guy is, anyway?
About as much as either one of us could take. I don't really think he knows who he is, but he wants the guy bad. The guy took his money.
Yep, that sounds like Grandpa. Who cares about murder? That man took my money.
Well, he may or may not get it back, but I'm gonna get Poseidon. I don't care if I have to put every detective in Llanview on a double timer.
So is Andy one of those detectives now?
Uh-huh.
I really feel lousy about the way I broke things off with her. I mean, once I got to London, you know.
Well, those things happen, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, I just got so caught up in finally finding something that I had a passion for, you know, being an investigative journalist, that I figured I better cut all ties, stay in this alone. But, I don't know. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about her. I miss her, Uncle Bo.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. We don't know where she is right this very minute, but a ticket agent at the bus station said that he ID'd her from a photograph. He said that he saw her at 4 a.m. buy a ticket to New York City.
My God.
We contacted the bus driver, and he confirmed that she got off at a Port Authority at Midtown Manhattan. He said that he recognized her from a photograph because he knew that she wasn't really dressed for the weather. She didn't have a coat or gloves, boots.
She's been in New York City since 7 this morning.
Yeah. He faxed a photograph down to the Midtown precinct, and we told him that we put out an APB, so they're going to keep their eyes out. Nora, is there anything that I can do for you now? Because I don't have to take this.
No. Thank you for coming.
Okay. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything.
Thank you.
At least now you know where to look for her, right?
Oh. Oh. You don't understand. The perfect place to disappear is a big city. And New York City is as big as they come.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, God, why isn't Bo home yet?
Yeah, it's a shame he can't be here when you really need him. I guess he's got to do what he's got to do.
I understand why you don't want to go back to Landview, really. I know what it feels like to have a broken heart. So I don't blame you for anything, Patrick.
Thank you.
But I tell you this, I am going to find the man responsible for Todd's death. What's his name, Poseidon? I'll find him. I don't know how, but I will. I owe that much to Todd. Will you show me the place where Todd was shot? The fog is rolling in, and I want to stand where he stood. I want to breathe the air that he breathed. And I want to see what he saw right before he died.
You can't miss a minute of All My Children.
General Hospital is haunting.
I had that weird dream again.
Mysterious.
I have absolutely no idea what you're gonna do next.
You never will.
And a bit dangerous.
I don't give up that easily.
What are you going to do?
Don't miss a minute of General Hospital.
Oh, hi! Oh, my God. Look who Cord is with. He's getting desperate. That woman is totally wrong for him. And look at the makeup on her. Excuse me a minute. Hey, Cord. Who's your friend?
Tina, Consuelo, this is Tina Roberts, my ex-wife. Consuelo Valencia.
How do you do?
Oh, my God. You're the pianist.
Yes. You have heard me play?
Yes, but not in person. I have a lot of your records, though. Oh, my God, how did you meet her? She's famous.
Yes, I know that, Tina. I was in Buenos Aires on business a couple of months ago. I went to a concert and went backstage. Consuelo and I just sort of hit it off.
Well, you didn't tell me that. You know, I play piano. Of course, not as well as you. That's just because I didn't practice, and I didn't stick to it. But I've always said that if I would have hung in there and worked at it, I would have been a great concert pianist, just like yourself.
Really?
Absolutely. Well, here, hold on. You know, that was my problem, though, in life. I just couldn't focus on one thing long enough, and that's why CJ and Sarah, those are our kids, by the way. They're taking lessons like crazy. And I want them to find something that they're good at, and as soon as they do that, I want them to stick to it.
Marvelous.
I want to make sure that they stick to it and they don't wind up like me. I want them to amount to something.
She what? Well, you know, she's into all that stupid pop psychology. I have to tell you, and I don't think I could ever admit it to anyone but you, in a way, she's right. It really bothers me that Clint is spending so much time with Carlotta. I mean, I feel bereft. I am so embarrassed to even be saying this. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes.
Oh, Vicky, darling, there is nothing wrong with you. You're human. Oh, well, get used to it.
What? What is this?
Oh, this is awful. I had these flyers made up for my staff. Apparently, Rachel Gannon left the rehab and has vanished into thin air.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Nora is absolutely frantic, and poor Hank.
Oh, Lord, poor Nora. Do me a favor. Tell Tina that we'll have lunch another time, all right? Tell her that I'm going to go over to see Nora, see if there's anything I can do for her. Thank you.
Oh, Vicky. All too human.
So, ordering that burger and fries wasn't so difficult after all, was it?
No.
You gonna tell me what's wrong, or am I gonna have to play 20 questions?
I told Max I was about to enter an order.
And
he was totally pig-headed, obtuse, and said a lot of insulting things. And he was disgusting.
All right, Maggie, I think that, you know, any man is going to be a little bit upset when he finds out that someone like you is about to become a nut.
Oh, you think I don't know that? And then he claimed that I was using him, you know, and that I led him on. And then he said I could just forget all my plans for helping Frankie.
Oh, God, that man, he can be so stubborn. I'm sorry, Maggie, I really am. I can see that he's gotten to you.
Whoa, hey, Marty.
Hey, Max. Just thought I'd stop by with a few things for Dylan so he'd be here when he comes to shift tonight.
Really? What thing?
Well, like this absolutely gorgeous sweater. It gets drafty in here. People always coming in and out of the door. And, well, finally got this photo framed. Said it was one of his favorites. I thought maybe he could leave it behind the bar.
Gee, that's great.
Yeah.
He already has 2 pictures of you behind the bar. If he puts any more up, I don't think we'll have any room for liquor. I'm kidding, all right? This is so great. You 2 are like an ad for love and marriage. I mean, everybody should be feeling what you're feeling.
So this is where Todd died?
Yes.
Would you mind if I just had a moment here alone, please?
Of course. Come inside.
You look fantastic.
Oh, well, marriage, I don't know, it's like this glow inside, you know?
I'm really happy for you.
Hey, Reverend, what can I get you?
Ketchup.
Ketchup?
Yeah.
It's right here.
And while you're at it, you can tell me why you're such a jerk sometimes.
Sure. Could you be a little more specific?
More specific, I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. I found out from Maggie there was a deal that she was going to help you with little Frankie, and then you called the whole deal off when you found out that she was going to become a nun?
Yeah, we had a few words.
Well, I'm going to give you a few more words from your minister, from your friend. When God gives you and your family a gift like Maggie, you don't say no. You don't be a jerk. You don't care how that gift comes packaged. I'll tell you something else. God can run short of patience.
Hey,
look, I know you know where Rachel Gannon is, so no lies, Perez. Tell me.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm losing my voice.
Yes, you are, which means I'm going to do the calling from now on. Now, this is a list of all her former college classmates?
No, just the ones that have been in New York City. Laura, honey, I heard. Is there anything at all that I can do? No. Nobody can do anything now. No. She's my baby. She's gone. I don't think we're gonna find her. Oh.
I know. It's the worst thing in the world, losing a child. But you know something, I have a feeling you're gonna find her, somehow. You'll see.
I'm sorry if I reopened an old wound. I mean, your earlier visit with the commissioner.
Yeah, it's all right. You had no way of knowing that Margaret is married to another man.
No, I didn't. But to my mind, after Miss Saybrook found out you weren't the killer they made you out to be, instead you were the hero, after she had the whole truth, I just assumed she'd be back in your arms in a minute, because I had seen the love light in her eye, and I was shocked.
Why are we even talking about Margaret, please? And I'm no hero. I was just trying to help Commissioner Buchanan, that's all. And remember this. This crime is not solved, and it won't be until the day they find out who's behind this bloody plot. And it's going to be the same man who killed Todd Manning.
So the commissioner wants you to go back to America with him and help track down this fellow?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go because... I see. There'll be too much heartbreak in seeing Miss Saybrook.
It's not Miss Saybrook anymore.
Quite so. But you know...
What?
Forgive me. I know you'll be bound to be uncomfortable seeing Miss Saybrook. But Mrs. Manning's husband died trying to help you. Now, he died instead of you. Now, surely that counts more... I'm sorry, it's not my business.
I promise you this, Todd. That the people who ruined our chance to be happy won't have 1 minute of happiness when I'm finished with them. Not 1 minute. The person on the top of that list is Marty Saybrook.
Excuse me, guys. Tina, I'm so sorry, darling. It absolutely slipped my mind. Vicky had to go away suddenly, and she said that she'll meet you back at Landfair later. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I guess I got carried away talking about our children that I forgot about Vicky. See what I mean about not focusing on one thing? Darlings, if you will excuse me, I must go upstairs and lie down. I need my rest.
Oh, I understand. Of course, certainly.
Always before the performance, I must dream. Excuse me? Dreams come from the soul. I search and search for beautiful dreams to soothe my jangled nerves. Then I make music, passionate music, just as I will make it tonight in my concert in Philadelphia.
Well, at least let me walk you up to your room, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, please, let's not forget your music.
Such a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Roberts.
Oh, same here. Thank you.
We'll see you later.
All right, Court. You should probably make sure that she gets plenty of undisturbed sleep, if you know what I mean. So she can dream.
Unfortunately, Consuela Valencia has been unexpectedly taken ill. However, we are pleased to announce a fabulous replacement this evening. Direct from her sold-out European tour, ladies and gentlemen, Tina Lord Roberts.
are.
Thank you, Drew. Nora promised me she'd go upstairs, lie down and rest.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't hold her to it. She's probably on the phone right now or searching through drawers looking for a number of one of Rachel's friends. Don't worry. I'll watch out after her.
It's nice that you can be here. Kind of surprised to see you.
Yeah, I guess everybody is. But I'm glad I could be here for Nora. She needs somebody right now. Just wish my dad was here.
You look like your father.
Do I?
Yeah. I guess you are like him, too, helping people out when they need you. I think it's very nice you came back to Landview. Your father must be very happy.
Well, I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to him that much. I mean, it seems like work is his first priority, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it does seem like that sometimes. But I think as you get to know him, you'll find that the people he loves always come first.
Oh, I can't wait to get back and see Nora.
Yeah. I got a lady I'm gonna look up myself.
Listen, Kev, I'd like to tell you something, okay?
Sure.
Andy's been seeing another guy.
Oh?
Yeah, it's a guy that she worked with. It's Antonio Vega.
The guy she was in the sting operation with from the paper?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's weird. I mean, Dad sent me over the Banner and the Sun to keep up on Andy's trial and the reversal when that cop came forward. But I thought all that stuff about her and the guy was just to sell extra copies of the Sun. She was really going with him?
We still are.
That's what Blair meant when she's talking about Andy. So, is it serious?
Hey, well, that's something you're gonna have to ask Andy.
Look, I'm telling you, I haven't seen Rachel ever since I found out she was doing coke and they put her in a rehab.
Oh, yeah, her doing drugs was a real big surprise.
Total surprise.
Oh, right, right.
Oh, I see. See, you're getting your information from your little boyfriend. The only problem with that is Antonio Vega and I, well, we don't exactly like each other very much since way back.
Yeah, well, it's no wonder he's a man, and you're nothing but a dumb drug dealer who thinks he's got brass ones now that he's R.J. Gannon's errand boy. Try it. Go on. It'd be assault. Come on, do it.
Boyfriend keeps mouthing off like if he's so bad. Well, let me tell you something. El León, he's almost ready to crash and burn. Get ready, Sergeant.
Well, now you take care of yourself, Mrs. Moody.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hope you'll be this happy every day.
I will.
See ya. Bye.
Maggie, can I speak
You know,
to you
Max,
for a moment?
look, why don't we not start this again today, okay?
You know what? I'm going to get some exercise, and I'm going to walk across the park to the rectory.
No,
okay?
Andrew, let me...
You got your car. See you later.
I mean, I don't want to argue it. All right? You made it very clear that you think I used you, and you did a real number on my faith and my commitment, and I heard you, okay? But I don't want to hear it again.
Look, if you don't want to listen, you're going to miss a great surprise. Tina? Tina,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking.
Oh. Well, listen, I've been thinking, too. How would you like to go with me tonight?
Where?
To Consuela's concert. She gave me 2 great seats.
Are you sure you want to go with me?
Of course I'm sure, Tina. Listen, I love taking you to movies or plays or concerts, whatever. I mean, you're always right there, Tina. You know how to appreciate things.
I do?
Yes. It's one of the many reasons I enjoy being with you.
I'd be glad to go with you.
Good. Pick you up about 7?
Yeah.
Great.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, Corn.
Yeah.
I'm glad you left Consuelo plenty of time to unjangle her poor nerves. You know, somebody that obviously neurotic, she ought to be in therapy. You know, I'm going to mention that to her when I go backstage. Yeah.
Look, I'll make it short and sweet, okay? Because I was having feelings for you, I thought you were having feelings for me. I know that's not true now, and you wouldn't be the first one to say I'm too cocky, and you certainly wouldn't be the last. But at the very least, I hope you can forgive me for misreading you on that front. You're a very beautiful woman, and you are a very desirable woman, and that will remain true. But what is also true is that I will never, ever misinterpret anything between us ever again. And no, you did not use me. And I'm just halfway through this apology, so I just want to say that the thing I regret the most is I insulted your commitment. I don't know what happened. I guess I kind of went into shock when you told me, and I said some really stupid things. Whatever you believe, whatever you do about those beliefs, that is your business. It's not up to me to tell you what's right or wrong. So, it's pretty much what I have to say, except I hope that you will keep an open mind about your offer to help me and my family in dealing with Frankie's deafness. I know I said forget it, but I'm really wishing you wouldn't. We really would appreciate your help.
You're right. I'm surprised.
Why don't you and Antonio come over for dinner tomorrow night?
Oh, I don't even know if he'd be free. He's working like 20 hours a day, you know, with Nora and then the diner, and God, I mean, he's really something.
Yeah? Somebody's in love?
Yeah? I love it.
Oh.
You know, I mean, no matter what problems we come up against now, I know we can work through it.
I feel the same way about Dylan. I mean, I think we've been through the worst of it, but from now on, it's blue skies.
Mrs. Manning ought to come inside. She'll catch her death out there. Mr. Keneally, you know, you're right. You're right. Todd Manning gave his life trying to help me. Commissioner Buchanan risked his reputation trying to help me. And the man responsible is still walking free. You know, I have to go back. I have to help and try and put this guy behind bars because otherwise I'll never have a good night's sleep ever again.
What about Miss Saybrook?
I've lived through that pain before.
It's getting colder. Mr. Keneally, you said the ferry back to the mainland is on the hour, right?
That I did, ma'am.
Right. Well, Patrick, thank you for everything. I hope someday that we'll see each other again.
Well, I think that's very likely. Because I'm coming back to the States with you, Mrs. Manning.
You didn't even close your eyes, did you?
I can't sleep. Can't eat, can't do anything but worry about Rachel. Vicky, leave.
Yeah. Nora, listen, I know this is hard on you, but
I have
maybe...
to walk every street in New York City to find her. I will, you know. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop looking at her until I have her back in my arms again.
Man, I wish my...
Hey, hey.
Oh, thank God you're home.
Oh, boy. Now, that's what I call a welcome home.
Oh. Rachel's gone.
What?
She
walked out of the rehab. They traced her to New York City. I've called everywhere to get her.
Honey, we're gonna find her. All right, we're gonna find Rachel, and we're gonna bring her back here. I mean it. I'll do everything I have to get her back home where she belongs with her family. I mean, this is your daughter we're talking about. She is family. We'll do whatever we have to make it happen, okay?
It would be great to help the Holden family. I love those kids. It'd be a real gift to me if I can help.
You are the gift. Even if you are going to look like a penguin pretty soon.
You know something, Max? Except for special service, nuns don't wear habits anymore, and they don't fly around like Sally Field.
Sister Patril?
No.
I was looking forward to that thing here.
I really love this song.
Yeah, me too. The nuns dance.
I like the devil.
Beep, beep, bye, bye, bo, bo, bum. Look at Molly now, here she comes. Wearing a wig hat and shades to match. Got her high-heeled shoes and an alligator hat. Wearing her pearls and a diamond ring. Got bracelets on her finger now and everything. Devil with the blue dress, on. She's the devil with...
Listen, George, could you do me a favor, please? Contact someone at the police department and tell them that the banner is going to do everything in its power to help them find Rachel Gannon. No, I'm going to be at the Midway. Well, my appointment with Mrs. Clinton isn't until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and besides, I have to call her secretary in the morning to confirm it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Heaven. Oh, my God, Gannon. Oh, you're home, you're home, you're home, you're home.
Yes, I am. And it feels great. Oh. Let me look at you. How you doing?
I'm okay. I've been through an awful lot since you went away.
I know. Dad filled me in, for the most part, while I was in London. He gave me the whole scoop on the way in from the airport. I'm sorry I wasn't here.
You're here now.
Yeah, I am. I'm here to stay.
Antonio, and to my friend Andy,
who found the right man, and to Marty and Dylan and all those blue skies. Yes.
I can't tell you how glad I am that you're going back to Landview with me. I know a lot of people who are going to be surprised. But I also know now that everything is just going to work out now like it should. For everyone.